All right, we are back here at Destination Dallas, Texas. It's gonna be a good day today, so we have a lot going on. Tonight is actually the birthday bash, so we'll get some footage of that later. But it's gonna be, this is kind of what the reason we came out here is for a big celebration tonight with the open community, free access, you know, free training, free gifts, food, vendors. It's gonna be an awesome time. But for now, we actually kind of a little bit of an open day, so we get to train. So I wanted to do legs today. I got some of the boys here, some of the athlete crew here. We got Jonathan Withers from, you guys know him from Denver, obviously, but he's on the team now as well. So I wanted to link up with him while I'm out here. So it's good to see him. And then we got Brady King, a guy that just went to the Olympian Classic last year, and now he's moving into the Open. So kind of go ahead, he's kind of transpiring in and moving on up. So we want to get some clues on training legs. So we're gonna hit some legs, probably more quad focus. I hit hamstrings earlier in the week, so more quad focus. We might throw little hams in there, and focused on intensity. Because we were just talking, especially with those flights flying back from Vegas to Vegas, back from Vegas, right onto a plane to Dallas, and then we've been nonstop working. So my legs are pretty rough right now. Hips are messed up, so I've been trying to warm them up the last 30 minutes. That's how it goes, so we got to work around that. So maybe a little bit more focused on maybe intensifiers, some crazy long, more time under tension sets. But we'll see what we run into here. We got 3 minds that will kind of collab here and get going. So let's get started here. Of course, adductors to open up the hips. Like I said, get really stretched out and open, and then we'll move into the fun stuff. Yep. So on this last one here, we're just doing a little bit of stretching out. So we're gonna do a 3-second stretch in the stretch position and a hard contraction with a 1-second squeeze. So more so again, just kind of opening it up, getting the stretch in there, especially on the adductor that we pumped up real quick. And now we're gonna move on to some hamstrings. This is why we love the gym right here. You can bring your best friend. Best friends are allowed, right, Bubba? You gonna train legs today? You got shade.
He's glad he don't have a bone with it.
He loves it. 3 kisses on hamstrings. Hey, remember him? Were you the first time I ever see you growl at somebody? I didn't know, bro. I've never seen you. So last night we had the tomahawk steaks at the cookout, and we gave the bone to Roscoe, and he was loving it, enjoying eating the meat off, a little bit of meat. He came and said bye to us. He bent down to pet Roscoe. Roscoe fucking tried to take his hand off. First time I've ever seen Roscoe growl, dude. I was like more in shock. I should have said sorry, but I was just more in shock that he actually did that. I was like, dude,
that was my fault. You didn't need me an apology. Because I mean, if I've ever seen a dog act out, it's always, especially with a real bone.
Yeah.
It's one thing with like a
I think it
bone
was his
store.
first real bone. So you make it taste the animal.
Yeah.
It was a good bone too.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. Here we go. Whoa. Yep.
Come on, Brett.
Yep. Yep. 2.
Come on.
Yep.
Let's go.
Yep. Yes, sir. Oh, fuck.
Get a bigger pad for those fucking legs.
Do a hard one at the top. Hard one. Yes. Yes. Come on, buddy. 2. Good job, man.
I'm probably not so used to my buddy friends.
That's all. This only happens every once in a while. Let's go, Johnny. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, here I come. Here I come. Let's go. Let's go.
Yep.
Good. Just keep squeezing through. I'll guide you.
Yep.
Good.
Yep.
Good. Few more.
Yep.
Give me 2. Give me 2. All you got.
Up.
One more.
Up.
Good job. So what's the rest pause part?
So like 8
Rest,
rests.
rest, eight.
Try to
Okay,
get as
so it's not a real rest pause, it's just a rest.
Yeah, it's like a rest drop, I guess, if you will.
So what are you doing?
Right.
We're calling it the Brady pause. This is the Brady bunch over here.
It's the fucking Morgan pause.
Yeah, tell them what we're doing.
That's the Morgan pause. We're doing same weight, 8 to
Morgan
10. Rest pause, 8 seconds, 8 to 10. And then drop the weight halfway, 20 non-stop reps.
So it's a drop set. We're just doing a single drop, but with a 10-second rest in between. But then we're gonna go 20 reps on the second weight.
That's what the toughest fucking weight you can do. I'm just moving, right?
Oh yeah. There we go. Come on, Brett.
Yeah, come on. Yep.
2.
Yep.
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 Yo.
So leave it, right? Yeah.
Leave it or drop it.
Leave it, and then you're gonna rest for 10, and then go again. And then do the drop.
He told me to drop it.
So it's not a rest pause.
No, it's not a rest pause at all.
10 seconds, let's go. Just keep in the tension, keep in the tension. Good. Come on.
Yep.
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 Come on.
Come on, Brett.
Yep. 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 2. Yep. Yep. Yes, sir. Oh, fuck. Ooh. Yep.
There we go. Come on.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it rip. Keep working. Here we go.
intensifiers.
Now we roll, now we roll, now we roll. Let's go.
Yep. Yep. No. Yep. No. No. Yep. Oh. Yep. Good job, buddy.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go, here we go.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Just keep pumping, just keep pumping.
Come on. Come on.
Get partials, here we go.
Boys, let's go.
It's all calf.
Keep going, 6 more, 6 more. All the way. Good. 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 Yep. 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 Set that way.
How's everything going?
Ready, done.
Okay, we're gonna jump into movement number 1 here for quads. So we're gonna do this hip press here. I don't even know, Brandon, it's just an old school one. Main thing is we're keeping the feet really low on the platform and feeling you pushing through the ball of your feet. We're slowing it down today. Like I said, make sure we know what we're working. So keep the tension on the quad. This is really good because there's a lot of flexion over the knee. The knees come really high and you really stretch out the quad and press through.
Let's go, Brett.
2, 1, yep.
Come on. Let's go. Yep.
Come on.
Yep. One.
Come on.
Good.
Come on.
I got it.
Yes. Come on.
Let's go. Try.
Good.
Come on. Let's go, Brett. Come on. Keep working. Come on.
Let's go.
Come on, Brett. Come on. Let's go, try.
Here we go.
Come on, let's go. Control. There you go. Come on. There you go. Try.
Yes. Good job. Here we go. Now we go. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. One more. Stay in it. Big load. Big out. Yeah.
Good.
All right, we're moving on to the second exercise here. So our second exercise for quads. We're gonna do a different type of hack squat. So I've never actually. We're just gonna hold on real quick. People hitting PRs in there. So we've never actually used this hack squat before. It's Atlantis, so it's a brand new Atlantis hack squat they got out here. It's really smooth, so I really like it. I almost feel like it's kind of like a spaceship though. You have to like climb up into the middle of it, and there's a lot going on. You're really high off the ground, but it's really smooth. So we're gonna work up as we're comfortable here. One thing we were just talking about is like a good cue for you guys, especially that do hack squats or anything. You know, when it comes to foot placement, I always say you want to go as low as you can. But on this, just a good example is you want to go as low as you can without your heels coming up. So we were doing a lot of testing out there where like we were going as low as we could, but our heels kept coming up, so we moved it up. Our feet just inched it up until our heels don't go up anymore on the way down. So that's where you want to leave your foot placement to get quad activation and then for the best setup for your leg development. Right there. Good. Telling you.
So what's the cue
That's a
there?
good cue for you guys. I talk about it a lot, but I know Brady was just, everyone thinks ass to grass. That's cool, you know? But that's when you're training a little bit more hamstrings, glutes. We're trying to fully only hit quads here. So I tell people all the time, like, it's not all about just bottom in and out. So if you're drilling the bottom of like a hack squat, that's not necessarily a good thing. You know, either you're short or I think you're doing it wrong. Because if you go too low, what happens is it transfers out of your quads into your glutes because your hips are tucking underneath you. You start lowering your glutes. What we're trying to do is just keep the time under tension on the quads. So go down, obviously to 90 or below, but you don't go all the way down where you're resting on your ankles. It's sweet because he has great mobility, he has great flexibility, that's awesome. But know what you're training and know what you're loading on these movements.
Yeah, one thing to add to that. You might see like as I'm going, it might look like I'm sitting in a full squat and I'm doing like a pause there at the bottom, but that's me keeping constant tension, and you'll notice my hips don't kick forward. So I'm driving my back and my ass into this pad and pausing and then coming up. It's full control whole way through the range. That's basically what Brett's saying. It's just thinking of it a bit different. It's like, I'm gonna pause at that point, control it, and then come back up. Yeah!
Come on.
Let's go, Brett, come on.
Yep.
Good. Good. Let's go. Come on.
Easy, Brad. Come on.
Come on, more. Let's go, more.
Drop. Good. Come on. Let's go, Brad. Come on.
More. Come on.
Hold on. Let's go. One more.
Let's go. Okay. Let's go. Right.
Load it. The muscle work. Beautiful. Got again. Here we go. Big. Yeah.
weight. Control and drive. Control and drive. There you go.
Yeah, go. Good. Don't get too excited. Just feel it. Good. Slow. Load. Drive out. Load.
Drive.
Stay through.
Show me out the hole.
Sit down. Slow. Right there. There you go. Right there. Stop. Stay in there. Stay in there. Right there. Go again. Go again. Yeah. It's starting to work.
Drive.
Go again. We're making you go. We got 5 more. 5 more. 4 more. We got 4 more. Right there. We got 3 more. Come on. Big out. 2 more. 2 more. 2 more. Go this. 1 more. 1 more. 1 more. Go. Go.
Drive.
Big out. Yes. Back off here. I want to go back to the old reliable and do 1.5s. It's been a while. You guys know, watch my leg days. I like to do those, especially on prep. I haven't done them in probably a couple months. But what it is we back down the weight. So I go 8 to, I'm going down to 4 plates aside. And I'm going to do, so you do a full rep down, you go half up, back down, full up. So it's 1 down, half up, half down, full 1 up. And that's what I call 1.5 reps. So we're going to do that. Well, that's only 1 once you go all the way through it. And just get as many reps as you can. You're, like I said, go until your partner has to pull you out of it. But like I said, slider, it's a lot about the squeezing, the time under tension, the main thing. And I keep saying that, obviously you guys are picking up on that, especially with legs, is just keep the muscle loaded with the weight and just keep working.
Man down.
Man down, man down. That's what my cold down here. The floor is cold. That's what the French. That's what the French does after. Here we go. Let's go.
Come on, Brad. Keep working.
Come on. Let's go, Brad. Come on.
2.
Come on.
1 more.
Yep. Try.
Fuck. Go. Ooh. All right, so we put together a nice little finisher here. We kind of want to do 2 more things, so we're just gonna combine them and fuck ourselves. So we're gonna do the pendulum squat. You know, going a little bit lighter on both of these because they're superset back to back. So probably 1 to 2 plates on the pendulum squat for 10 to 15 reps. You immediately run over here. We don't run, we walk fast. Walk briskly
So run for us.
over to the quad extension, and then try to do as many reps as you can where you come up and squeeze at the top. So full contraction, squeeze through the roof, you know, 1 second hold back down. So I think we got 10 to 12 reps there, and that's all we can handle. So pendulum squat, straight into quad extension. One more.
Come on.
3,
Come on.
2,
Yep.
it's your fault. Woo. Come on, let's go. Now we're working. There it is. Drive like that. 2 more. 2 more. One more. Yes. All right, that's a wrap on the session. I gotta say thank you to these guys for joining me. He doesn't count. He puked half the workout, so he ain't got half the workload in. But no, like I said, Brady King, you know, working his way into the open debut. I guess both of you guys. Jonathan still to make about his open debut. He won nationals 2 years ago, right? Yeah, so I'm really excited for these guys, man. Great athletes, great people. I'm glad we got to link up today. So, real quick, we'll let this chick stop deadlifting. But besides that, no, thanks you guys for tuning in, man. I'm really loving the feedback on this. Like I said, keep on sharing this shit. I met a lot of you guys out in USA's last week, and it was awesome. Telling me, you know, keep the YouTube going, learning a lot of shit. So we're just gonna keep pumping this out. But we need your support by, you know, liking, commenting, sharing, and tell me what you guys want to see. So probably a lot from Dallas this week. We're heading home, you know, after this. We're gonna get into a prep here pretty soon. So let me know what you want to see from the prep, and we'll keep them coming. So until next time, talk to you soon.